The city of Corpus Christi and Nueces County did hold another COVID-19 briefing today, giving updates and more reminders for safety precautions that residents should be taking to help slow the spread of the virus. Positive cases for the area continue to rise, again confirming the city had 205 new cases today. This comes from hospitals and private tests, which City Manager Peter Zanoni says is worrisome considering no drive-through tests were done today. He also says that while they were going to have drive-through testing available tomorrow at the Concrete Street Amphitheater downtown, that is now being delayed because they're having to send that staff to other outbreak areas like nursing homes.
Hospitals are being strained. The issue really is nursing staff at this point. And so there's enough beds and there's enough ventilators, but there's a shortage of people to help, or nurses I should say, to help manage the patient in the bed with the ventilator. So there is a request out, and additional nursing staff are being sent here from across the state, but it's a problem statewide.
And Zanoni continued to say that while they are watching hospitals closely, they are not at a critical point right now, but they are getting close, he says. We're going to have a full recap of this briefing from City Hall tonight at 10 o'clock.